Welcome everybody to episode 117 of Psycho's Platters, which this one I'm going to call More Sign, Everyone Signs, Music Autographs. No, it's not coffee. I'll explain why. This is not Irish coffee either. I know somebody was asking. That's only ever happened about 3 or 4 episodes of this show. It's Sprite. I'll tell you guys something, okay? I have to apologize. I ended up being hospitalized last week for a few days due to a super stomach infection that shut my I don't want to say intestines down. That's not right. But it backed up, okay? So I ended up in the hospital for a few days. 20 pounds less and worse for wear. I'm still getting into the groove of things. Also want to let you guys know real quick that an update on my father. This week he is scheduled for his 20% lung removal surgery to isolate, intestine, make sure that the cancerous bit is gone. Okay, he'll be in there for about a week. So please continued prayers, VC community, on that. So that's why I'm a little out of it. That's why you guys haven't seen a video in about 2 weeks. All right, this one here, I'm sorry guys, I'm still trying to get back into the swing of things. So this is going to be part slideshow, part little bit of information. I appreciate the comments you guys give me about, that I research things for you guys, because I like to do that for you guys. It's interesting, nevertheless. As you can see, I've got getting to be long sleeve shirt weather, at least at nighttime now here in Northwest Arkansas. Getting to that point. All right, picked up. Most of these things have come from my collection that I picked up from Illinois over the summer. I just haven't had a chance to review them with you guys. But the first 2 things that I'm going to show you were picked up within the last 4 to 6 weeks. The coolest little piece here for these are all signed albums, like I said. Okay, how about the Stooges? Yeah, Iggy Pop and the Stooges live at the Whiskey A Go-Go. This is a French EP bootleg from Revenge Records from 1988, signed to Bill from Ron Ashton. Iggy Pop and the Stooges, give you a quick little history on them. Proto-punk band from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Oh yeah, originally they were around from 1967 to 74, broke up, reformed in 2003. Their last show with Ashton was in September 2008 in Slovenia. I hope I pronounced that right. He dies in early January 2009 at his home of a heart attack at age 60. Where I ended up getting this from, I got it at a decent price. There's another piece or 2 I may end up getting eventually, but if it's meant to be for me, it'll be there after the holidays, because I can't afford anything else right now. But this one here, like I said, my guess, obviously, sometime between mid-2003 and mid-2008 is when this autograph was copped. I do believe it's real. I went off and checked the 2 samples that I found online. It's pretty damn close to this. I'm glad to have it. Now I just need to get the rest of them. Right? Right. This one I couldn't pass up for $1. This was at a Salvation Army I found. Signed Mel Tillis album from 1985. Mel Tillis, he got his start in the late 1950s. His stutter, if you've ever heard him, on movies and TV, his stutter was actually caused by a childhood bout of malaria. All right, I didn't know malaria could do that, Wrote for many artists like Webb Pierce, Bobby Bare, Wanda Jackson, and my fave, Kenny Rogers, tune-wise. I mean, not Kenny Rogers being my favorite, but the tune Ruby, the good old one that goes, Ruby, don't take your love to town. Yeah, I know, that's about the best singing you're going to get from me for today. There's the front, there's the back on that one. This one here, very odd piece, in my opinion. I have actually had this thing now for 10, 15 years. I found this back up north in Illinois, because this will explain a little bit to the story. On Capitol Records, original Rainbow label press, Gallant Men, Stories of the American Adventure, told by Senator Everett McKinley Dirksen. Yeah, Senator Everett McKinley Dirksen, senator from Illinois, civil rights activist that helped to get the 64 Civil Rights Acts going, Vietnam War supporter, 33rd degree Mason, and a top 30 artist. Yeah, his poem Gallant Men hit 29 in 1967 on the charts for Capitol Records. Also, if I remember correctly, he also had a bit part in a 1969 sci-fi B thriller called The Monitors. I'd like to see this just out of curiosity to see how good or bad this is. It's interesting to come across this piece because I'm figuring out here, okay, this thing came out in 1967, the album did, all right, like early 67. Dirksen dies in September of 1969. This is not exactly done in a Sharpie form, but I cannot figure out what it is. I don't think they had Sharpies in the late 60s. I could be wrong. But so basically, it's a 2-year window. I know he did a few appearances for that thing. All right. One of my favorite Chicago bands, New Colony 6, Attacking a Straw Man from 1969. God, I love New Colony. I've had the pleasure over the years of meeting Ray Graffia and Ronnie Rice. This one here, I know you can't see it really well, but it says, Paul, you rock, God bless. Ray Graffia signed it on the front when I met him back in 2005. And then in, I think it was 2005, maybe 2006, I met Ronnie Rice, and he played a solo show in Antioch, Illinois. Neat little band shell in Antioch, Illinois. I was supposed to go there this summer to go see Jimmy Songs and The Shadows of Night and Carl Green from Herman's Hermits. That would have been real cool, but near tornado-like weather killed the whole entire thing. All right, this one here for you. I love 50s music. Bill Haley's Greatest Hits. I got this. This would have been, 2009, 2010 roughly. This is a reissue, of course, on MCA. Let's see here really quick. Beige label, okay? But it's signed by 3 of the Comets when they played Branson, Missouri. They were here for a couple years as an attraction. Andy Williams' Moon River Theater pretty much was where they played. Dick Clark's American Bandstand. They had a theater here too. The autographs on here, Marshall Little, bass player. He is, of course, no longer with us anymore. He passed away. Dick Richards, and I love it, he puts in on drums. Dick Richards still playing with the Comets, and he is in his late 80s, I want to say, and that man wailed. All of them wailed, those 3 did. And the third one, for the life of me, I'm sorry, I cannot read it out, but they are original members. Now, what I mean by that is this. There were many Comets, okay? I was not going to try to research all this. Forget it. There's so many Comets. I've had the pleasure, technically, of meeting these 3, and then having written correspondence with a 4th Comet, Joey Wirtz, from the early 60s. But like I said, Marshall's passed away. Him and I think Dick Richards and some other ones formed the Jody Mars in around 59, 60. I get a little confused here. Needless to say, if I remember correctly, according to my research, Marshall and Dick are on Rock Around the Clock for bass and drums. That is like the coolest little piece of information. And to see them play that, and you know what? Bill Haley Jr., Bill Haley's son, has taken the mantle now, and I'm led to believe that he does sound like his father. So go figure for that, right? So pretty cool piece, I think, there. I got a picture on my Facebook of my son and I meeting them. This one here, I know, kind of goofy. Bear with me here, all right? a almost complete signed Osmond's album. This took, I'm led to believe, over, well, about a year to get this autographed. He used the same silver Sharpie in every, because I mean the way this is, it came out better, and he was right. The only one that didn't sign it was Alan, because I can't remember why. I know he's got the MS thing, but I don't know if that's why he couldn't sign it at that time. And like I said, that would have been late 2000s, mid 2000s, somewhere around there. I'll throw you a couple other ones here. This particular gentleman ended up, he's of course son of a famous American troubadour. That's right. Started out and made a nice theme song for an interesting movie. And every Thanksgiving I like hearing this. Played at Woodstock, and his career just keeps going and going. You know, some musicians, like wine, get better with age. I'm talking about Mr. Arlo Guthrie. Forgive the glare. I got a lot of these in plastic sleeves. This one here, of course, Alice's Restaurant, signed by Arlo. I had the pleasure of meeting Arlo once when he was down here. I know somebody was going to ask me, is it a steamboat? No, it's not a steamboat reprise. But I had a pleasure of meeting him. He looks so boyish for 1967. But I'll show you this one here. I went and got a few because I had a feeling I wasn't going to see him for quite a while, and I kind of was correct. I know you can't see it really well, but it's there on the best of. I think Arlo Guthrie's Washington County. And the other one that I really like on here, Arlo Guthrie and Pete Seeger, precious friends. I always hoped I'd be able to get Pete Seeger's autograph on this. This was a double album from Warner Brothers label from '82. Really nice. If you've never had this, go get this. You will not be wrong. Anyways, I've got a lot more, but I'm going to cut it off here for you. Just something different to listen to watch here. All right. I want to thank my new subscriber, Vintage Owl. Vintage Owl, subscribe. Thank you. Won't be sorry in regards to watching these Psyko Platters. I'd like to try to keep them entertaining and amusing for everyone, and educational. Some new channels for everybody to check out if you haven't checked them out. Try these ones this time. 1204 Willow. Maggie's back. Thank God, you know. It's been a while. I was kind of wondering where you were at. I'm glad she's got new videos out, so go check out 1204 Willow if you haven't lately. You will not be sorry. Vinyl Stop, Sable Stable, Dixieland Farm, and Flipside CT. Those are your channels to check out on YouTube. Wax Museum with Ronnie Dark and Night Owl Lounge with Mike Adams, the two best damn Sunday night radio shows on the planet. But I do want to mention something here, please. I always say this every week. There is another show that's out there too, though, after these two that I'd like you to check out. It's called This Is Rock and Roll Radio. Go like them on Facebook. I don't mention them enough. I kind of, I feel like I make them the redheaded stepchild of the family, and it ain't fair, because you know what? These guys just got done doing their 800th show. 800th. And I have to apologize. Due to the hospitalization coming back, I wasn't feeling really good. I maybe heard about that much, but I'm glad I did. All right? So go check out that. Like them on Facebook. Thrifty Music Collectors Group with Tim Smith and Company. Shindig Magazine, the best damn English rock magazine out there. And the YouTube vinyl community. Without you guys, none of us would be here. Take care. God bless. See you next episode. Hopefully feeling better. Take care. Rock on. Love you guys.